back out into the track, whereas if you've got a curb, it tends to roll them over. But when you're following behind someone that catches one of these, they tend to bounce out into you. That's probably the thing.
So something for the Vicks, would you put a little bit of concrete around them?
Part of the track, I don't know.
Probably nice.
Well, pull it one by the same rate
On these sort of low-speed tight corners, especially if you've got a tool drive, if you use the brakes, you can actually force the car to flick around. So if you come in here and turn and hit the brake, you can actually make it rotate very quickly. So that's, on these sort of very sharp corners, that's actually a good technique. Out of here we've got a little bump. If we get too much air off bumps, our tyres aren't touching the ground, we can't accelerate. So on these sort of bumps between corners, try to make sure your car's not actually jumping too far over them. If it is, the car tends to snap, bounce when it lands, and then you're unsettled with the next one. So try to take basically straight line as much as you can from this corner here. Okay, we've again got a bit of a rough surface in there, so your car may hook and catch around a little bit. So if it does hook, then you would just have to be a little bit gentle on the steering. When we come out of corners like this, we've got a short straight into a left-hander. Basically, we've got to try and make our decision. Do we make it as a big sweeping corner, or do we make it into a point-and-shoot section? And basically, that depends on your car and your style. If you've got like a tool drive modified, which has got a lot of forward acceleration, then in this sort of section, you're honestly better trying to drive as straight as you can. Because when you're driving straight, you can use all the acceleration of the car. If you're in stock, you're probably better trying to take a smooth line so that your car keeps the maximum speed all the way through. So you've got to really drive to your car's strength for that. So again, I mean that's a sharp edge there, but you want to be able to come through quickly, so that's going to be a matter of trying to push that corner. And we basically, probably from here, going to want to basically cut a diagonal as tight as you can. So cut from one apex through to this apex. Going diagonal over a jump, the cars can sometimes get a little bit crossed up. But the main thing on these little jumps here is you don't want to over jump them. You want to be making sure your car comes down here. Don't hold too much power on. You'll probably find that when your car's about here, just let off the throttle so the nose comes down. Never hold the throttle on in the air, and then come down through to here. Again, this surface, we can see it's a bit different there, so the car might hook, so you might need to be a little bit, I guess, ready for that in case the car hooks around. Again, we're trying to look at the next couple of series of corners. We've got to come out of here and go down a right-hander. So we don't want to be, if we take us too tight out of here, it's going to make our line into the next corner difficult. If we run too wide out of here, we're going to have to drive a long way. So out of this corner, I tend to try to come out about a third of the way out. Pretty hard even in four-wheel drive to actually triple this. Sometimes with these sort of jumps, if you've got enough power, it's good to actually take a wider line and then you can clear the whole section. But honestly around here, I think that for today, we'll try and take a tight line where John's standing right there and focus on just trying to get the car to come down on the slope here. If you can get the car to land on the downslope, that means you can get on the power earlier and you can accelerate out earlier.
What about tripling it and landing on the furthest downslope?
Look, if you can do it, it's good. I honestly find that in normal mod you can just do it, but you can't do it on a tight line. Yep. So you're opening yourself up to someone passing you, and I don't actually find it that much faster. Unless